How does this benefit their fans?
So after KSI got obliterated for making the worst response of all time, his dear boyfriend decided to make a response to defend him.
I don't understand why all of a sudden it's a bad thing to have a business.
I didn't even know he was gonna say that, and that's exactly what I said.
And he also felt the need to attack DanTDM just like his boyfriend.
Imagine being a motherfucker who's angry that we made this.
And imagine being Sam Bankman-Fried at home. Then, out of nowhere, 2 whole doctors expose Lunchly for being a shit product. And KSI has finally come out with an apology, so let's get straight into it.
This is what you're mad about?
Bruh.
It's a turkey, real cheese, and cracker stack.
I like how he's blatantly saying the cheese is real, guys, but the turkey, I don't know about the turkey, it kinda do be fake.
Oh, and the pizza. It's literally called the pizza.
The pizza, in quotations by the way, because it's not actual pizza. Who knows what kind of mystery meat they're making the children eat.
Same thing. Like, you're mad about pizza? Like 500,000 favorites because we made pizza, crackers, and nachos?
Or rather, you're making dog shit versions of those that you advertise as healthier than the competition, when in reality, it's really not.
Alright, we'll start off with the Lunchables.
Bro, I'm sorry. That's trash. All right, now we're trying Lunchly. Come on. We're not biased at all, but ours is way better.
Yeah, you'd actually have to be a moron to believe that. Here's an actual unbiased opinion.
I can't even tell the fucking difference.
Is it fair to say that Lunchly is healthier? I guess one can say yes, but honestly, probably more so as a marketing tactic.
Also, just stop acting like DanTDM is the one that's mad here, when you idiots are still crashing out over one singular tweet from him, especially the forehead guy. This whole DanTDM and Lunchly beef really shows that I'm in the thick of it, which is the title of his new song that you can pre-order. He's actually so desperate to sell his song that he needs to use drama. That is pretty sad, man.
Has anyone bought his EP? Who did? Your music is shit. You're so deluded.
And now if you guys have been keeping up with
Marquez Brownlee
selling a shitty app for $50 a year, KSI out of nowhere quotes DanTDM's tweet and said, "Some dumbass YouTuber said this exact same thing to me the other day. Rather than complaining, crying, and trying to cancel a YouTuber for creating a product, here's an idea. If you don't want to like a product, just don't buy it. Simple." Bro is pushing 30 plus and letting a Twitter comment bother him at 7 a.m. DanTDM is rent-free. DanTDM is walking you like a dog right now, little bro. And now, a few days later, he finally made his apology, guys, stating a lot has happened these past few days online, so here I am addressing everything below. And he's attached a link named My Apology. Click here for my apology. Alright, I clicked it. Oh, pre-save thick of it to hear my apology. Oh, I gotta buy your apology now, which is definitely not a fucking apology. It's part of your dog shit music. This would obviously immediately get community noted, but the funnier thing is the replies are saying, "Nobody clicked the link, by the way. It's an IP grabber that steals all your information." Well, rest in peace me, I guess. A lot has happened. Dan made one tweet. "Bro, please get a PR team." No way DanTDM for real pressed you this hard over a tweet, bro. KSI really faked an apology to promote his music, grow up. Okay, 12 hours later, KSI suddenly updated this saying, "The community note is a straight up lie. The apology is there. You just have to click the page a few times to get to it. Once again, people are abusing community notes." Okay, this is just diabolical. How the fuck is bro still making the situation worse? How is it getting worse? It's almost been 2 weeks and you're still losing your shit. Bro is inside your brain for free. You're actually obsessed with him. To the point where this tweet is actually an accurate representation of what happened. DanTDM in this situation was quite literally the refuses to elaborate further Giga Chad. And y'all refuse to get over it. From the way he's acting, you'd actually think DanTDM dropped a hard R or something. Additionally, I actually found a clip of him talking about Dan years ago.
He does Minecraft videos. And what? Huh? I can't lose. I can't lose, fam. I do more than just Minecraft. I love Dan. Dan does his thing, innit? I do Reddit videos and music videos and tour videos and, you know, other types of stuff on Sidemen channel as well. And he just plays with blocks. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but you know. I'm kidding. Dan's an OG in the game.
Not gonna lie, it would be hilarious if you hated him all along, but I'm pretty sure this was all a joke. Then again, it would explain the mental breakdown, of course, but still.
And this was my response to DanTDM. We've spent our whole lives creating content, and now we want to build businesses.
Conveniently, you don't read the rest of the tweet, of course. You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version, you're upset? Then don't eat it. So, about the part that you're claiming you have a better version and that you mentioned that they're facing bans for allegedly containing lead, DERC also seems to allege that all of your Prime drinks have lead. Some even mercury, as you can see. And it turns out Logan actually tried to deflect this criticism by showing this video, which is not valid at all.
Logan responded with a video of an X-ray machine checking for foreign materials. That checks for stray objects accidentally getting into the meals, not heavy metal contaminations like we discussed earlier with Lunchables and lead.
Prime is also in a lawsuit right now for allegedly containing toxic PFAS chemicals. Now, both doctors didn't want to mention that because it's obviously still an allegation. However, Lunchable seems to be pretty confident that that's the case, buddy. Because if they were lying about that, they'd risk a pretty hefty lawsuit.
Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan really sweet? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rug really sweet?
Hey, that is true. I don't remember anyone having a problem with Ryan or Rug when they released their candy. Just funny how that works.
Funny how that works. I'm a serial killer, but he's also a serial killer. Why did no one report his crimes to the police? Also, their advertising was nowhere near as fake as your bullshit. And it's candy. It's not like a lunchbox that you eat for lunch every day.
You know why? It's because people just hate us.
That's it. People just hate us.
It's because people just hate us, man. That's not the actual reason, but why do you think you're so hated, Logan Paul? Is it because you exploited your fans and scammed them out of $3 million, which instead of returning the money, you used the money to sue CoffeeZilla because you reported on it? And that's excluding the forest, bro.
And I've come to realize now in my adult life that hate really is just a feeling of one's own inadequacy.
I'm too insecure to address any of the criticism, so I'm just gonna call you a loser.
I remember a time when like success and dreams used to be celebrated.
And I remember a time when the first search result wouldn't be you finding a dead body in Japan. Also, why would anyone ever celebrate your fucking accomplishments? A disingenuous, narcissistic piece of shit. You think you deserve to be praised for what you did?
I went to war with community notes the other day.
Guys, I went to war with the system on Twitter because I'm too much of an insecure pussy to actually enable replies. And while he calls it going to war, I call it a fucking meltdown. Another life from community notes, Elon Musk, highlighting the fact that the commercially available Prime is different from the one in Lunchly. Did he leave it there? Of course not, because he felt the need to crash out. Yet another life from community notes, Elon Musk. Well, I guess Elon Musk is his lord and savior because he keeps adding him in every tweet. Free speech has become fake speech on X, and the system designed to regulate the truth is egregiously flawed. The best part about this is that they removed their original lie but continue to lie about me correcting them. Community notes, you people are fools. And then Logan Paul, the buffoon, finally learns how community notes actually works. Needing more votes is a funny way to say sorry that we lied. So that's how this system works. People vote on a note, and it's irrelevant whether it's true or false. All that matters is point of view from biased contributors. Oh yeah, and they can amend it at any time without correcting their original chain of lies. X is officially the platform of fake speech. SO community notes and Elon Musk. Always a pleasure to expose the lies of community notes. By the way, they removed that note because it's a lie. Oh wait, no, it got marked as needing more votes because it's not true, and although it's gone, it's not removed per community notes. Elon Musk, doubled down and reinstated a blatant lie because I called him out. Elon Musk, X is cooked.
Community notes lies. I had a sports MD doctor on one of my tweets. Lie. But I'm like, bro, it's not sodium. It's the 400 milligrams of electrolytes that we mentioned in the drink. And I had to correct him. I was like, bro, you're a sports medicine doctor. How you can't read?
Well, actually, it's not sodium, it's potassium. You doctors are idiots. When in reality, the point that he was trying to make was the disingenuous electrolyte advertising you did.
Logan seemed to take offense to my tweet here, calling me a sports medicine doctor, saying that I can't tell the difference between sodium and potassium. Logan, I assure you, I can.
Saturated fat, which is missing, and sodium, which is not only missing, but replaced by electrolytes. And unlike all the other macros, is only labeled potassium and only in the Prime bottle in the kit, comparing it to the Capri Sun in the Lunchables.
So I made this little joke about sodium getting rebranded as electrolytes because that's really what's happened. We've taken things like sodium, potassium that historically have been thought of in a very respectable fashion, something you have to do respectable amounts of and be cautious with, is now just considered electrolytes, and it's this big, positive, amazing thing all the time.
And saying a food has more electrolytes, therefore it must be better or healthier, is just not true. In fact, many are considered unhealthy for that reason.
You don't need to drink electrolyte drinks just as part of daily life. Our bodies do a very good job of managing our sodium, our potassium, our chloride, our electrolytes without this need for external supplementation.
The drink in Lunchly has 400 milligrams of electrolytes. We're not making that up.
Are you sure about that?
400 milligrams of potassium plus 5 milligrams of sodium equals 405 milligrams of electrolytes.
We're not making that up.
And before anyone tries to call out the doctor for being a nerd and nitpicking, Logan Paul's doing the exact same shit. It's still false advertising.
I want and always have wanted a fun lunch. I grew up on Lunchables. I'll admit that. We all have. I wouldn't sell something that I don't eat myself.
So that was a fucking lie. This guy has a net worth of 150 million and you think he's gonna eat that shit? Some processed $4 baby meal? Like what? Then do a challenge eating Lunchly for 5 months. Ain't no one gonna believe your bullshit, little bro.
It's around $4. It's a great value. It just is.
Oh really? That does make you wonder why Lunchly is already at a discount in certain stores around the US. Dropping from $4 to $144 is rough, buddy.
And the opportunity to partner with a friend, Jimmy, who I've known forever, by putting a Feastables, our product Prime, and an entree in a lunch kit was like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah, guys, I mean, it was a no-brainer collaborating with a guy that hires PDFs for a living.
It's better than Lunchables. That's our stance. We see it just differently than the people who are hating on us.
I can't even tell the fucking difference.
If we can take shelf space and market share from a company that is not producing the best product that they can be doing in terms of what is in it, that is a win to us.
So you're saying that Lunchly was the best product you could produce? That's fucking bullshit. Trash that's below the nutritional standards.
Less than 10% of calories should come from saturated fat. Lunchly turkey, 23% of calories come from saturated fat. Less than 10% of calories should come from added sugars. Lunchly turkey, 10.4 comes from added sugars. You see, USDA caloric guidelines say that a lunch meal for kids K through 8 should contain around 625 calories. Kids need energy to function and calories give them that energy. Lunchly turkey contains only 230 calories, which would mean a kid would need to eat about 2.7 portions to consume enough calories. And if they did that, they'd get nearly 1,300 milligrams of sodium, which is also significantly over the USDA standards. So they'd be either under-eating calories or overeating sodium. Finally, the grain guidelines state that 80% of lunch meals must be whole grain, and Lunchly turkey does not list any whole grain ingredients.
And you have the audacity to claim that you're not doing it just for the money? You're out here claiming this is all a noble cause to provide a healthier alternative to Lunchables? Yeah, go fuck yourself, buddy. Because if anything, you're using it to exploit the children.
Why do kids need an energy drink in the Lunchly? Why just packed with sugar?
Do you really think that the same beverage that should be used to hydrate elite mixed martial art UFC fighters training and sweating for hours is what you should drink at lunch when you're not sweating?
Prime is a better for you hydration drink.
But the specific thing with Prime is that it doesn't have the amount of sodium that you need for optimal hydration, specifically with sweat loss. Now, the average person, when they exercise and sweat, the number one electrolyte that you're losing is sodium chloride specifically. That's what gives that salty taste. You're not losing a lot of potassium in your sweat. It's primarily salt. Drinking Prime, if you're excessively sweating to try and replenish your sodium, is not going to adequately replenish your sodium compared to a different beverage.
Yes, we have an energy line that is 18 plus, but that is not in Lunchly. Lunchly is hydration. There's no caffeine in this Prime.
The piss water that I'm selling doesn't have any caffeine in it. Who cares, bro? The base product is already shit.
And there's no added sugar, 0 grams of sugar.
But sugar is important when it comes to hydration because our body cells actually uptake more water and these electrolytes whenever sugar is along for the ride with this co-transport. You actually want some sugar in your beverage when you're trying to aggressively rehydrate.
Also, I think there's like a misunderstanding with how like hate is received by people. I'm so used to this. In fact, I get paid for this. I literally make a living off of people not liking me.
Bro thinks he's Neon out here living off the hate, when in reality the only reason he's relevant is because of the sheer amount of children that fucking love him.
So, you know, hating us, it's just what you know. It's in your blood. You don't know anything different.
Everyone is just a hater and me and my boyfriend are always right. The response. Ooh, that dislike ratio is looking pretty bad, my guy. In fact, it's even worse than KSI. I mean, hope the dislikes were worth it, masochist Paul. And an update on KSI, who made another video just completely avoiding the drama this time. 60,000 dislikes. I think it's time for a one roast go. Get away from Logan, man. He's ruining your reputation. What happened to YouTubers, man? Why did you delete all the posts criticizing you on Reddit, yet you claim to be able to take criticism? Well, about that actually. Remember how I exposed him for purging his entire subreddit? Well, it seems that censorship has gotten even worse ever since then. r/KSI mods are censoring posts critical of KSI, retroactively deleting them as well. Most every post in the last 3 days is pro KSI but is downvoted to oblivion. You can see above a post of mine was removed a day or two after it was posted. New posts are put on hold before they can be verified as not against KSI. I've had a second meme pending for 3 days. And here's the screenshot of him asking what's going on and his post that actually got removed. Coming back to the channel as a longtime fan, I just got some like childhood nostalgia, bro. We don't care about that. We want money. Moderator responds with, avoid any criticism of the current drama. Sometimes posts are put on hold if keywords within them are flagged by auto moderator. Bro got so insecure, he had to hide certain keywords, and I'm guessing DanTDM is probably one of them. We'll have a look into your post and see what the issue is. It appears your post and comment were made in bad faith, so they were removed. Not a good look, KSI. I mean, there does seem to be a bit of criticism still, but it does seem like the sheer volume of this criticism has been significantly suppressed compared to before. And maybe this is just because people moved on, but I don't know, man. It still seems kind of sus when all these posts are more than a day old, you know? Even more interesting though is the fact that a KSI moderator actually reached out to me, asked me if you guys would want an interview about what's been going on with r/KSI. Now, if you want to see this interview, please comment down below, do the interview, and any question you might have, I'll also show your comment on screen, because quite frankly, I have no clue what to ask. So let me know. Subscribe, please.